Hello everyone, welcome back to the fourth episode of AI Automation in Service Industries. This time we're going to talk about AI for compliance and risk management in law firms. So this is the last episode in the section for law firms. Previously we've talked about AI-enhanced client communication and case management. So be sure to check that out first before this one if you haven't already. I'm Stefan, by the way, and I'm your host for this series. And how this series basically works, if you haven't seen the previous episode so far, is that we're setting up these resource documents for you guys about how AI automation can be applied in certain service industries like law firms, consultants, real estate agents, and many others, and having 3 specialized videos for each. So how this works is that we have these resource documents serving both as a guide, a standalone guide, and an accompaniment to the video series. So you can find the link to this document below if you'd be interested in that. So let's get right into this. AI for compliance and risk management. Why is this important, and what are the key aspects here? So AI-powered compliance monitoring, first of all, this can help provide some continuous real-time monitoring of regulatory compliance, significantly reducing the workload on legal teams and minimizing the human error. These systems can instantly identify potential compliance issues, enabling prompt corrective measures. So I will explain later, showing some examples of this already existing, some solutions of in practice. So stay with me, and I will show you guys examples of how this works in practice as well. So this has a growing adoption in law firms in general. So the legal industry is increasingly recognize the potential of AI in compliance monitoring. So a report I've mentioned previously in some of the past videos on lawyer firms and AI automation in the legal sector is this first global report on the state of artificial intelligence in legal practice. And here, some of more than 40% of respondents see potential in implementing AI for compliance monitoring, among other applications such as due diligence and contract analysis. Also, 59.1% of respondents identified compliance and risk management as one of the most preferred AI tools. So this adoption trend generally indicates that law firms are leveraging AI to streamline compliance processes, allowing legal professionals to focus on high-value strategic work. This can also help for risk prediction and management, where AI-powered predictive analytics assess potential legal risks by analyzing past case data, industry trends, and regulatory changes. This helps law firms proactively identify and address risks before they escalate. What are the current adoption trends for this? So according, for instance, in the UK, according to the Solicitors Regulation Authority Risk Outlook Report for 2023, 3/4 of the largest UK law firms had begun using AI by the end of 2022, twice as many as 2 years before. And over 60% of large law firms and 1/3 of small firms were at least exploring the potential of using AI systems. This means generally the legal sector is expected to increase both the volume and range of AI use, with some firms creating their own AI tools specifically for legal work. So this applies pretty much across the board, especially in the US, UK, and also across Europe in general. And so this is a pretty common trend right now, that a lot of legal firms especially, and other sectors as well, are beginning to explore more and more how can we use these AI tools and automation techniques in practice. So let's get into more specific. What are some of the core functionalities of AI in compliance and risk management? So here we can look at some tools like Compliance AI and Ascent RegTech specifically. So these can, for instance, continuously scan for regulatory changes and new legal requirements, ensuring compliance protocols are updated automatically. For instance, Compliance AI offers real-time regulatory agents or regulatory intelligence across multiple jurisdictions, while Ascent uses natural language processing for regulatory change management. So these systems reduce the need for periodic manual reviews and minimize the risk of overlooking critical updates. So you can either click in on, or you can search up these tools, or you can click in on these if you've downloaded the documents yourself and see more information about these tools here if you're interested. Furthermore, some risk assessment models here, for instance, IBM Open Pages has this tool, or IBM has this tool called IBM Open Pages with Watson, where they use kind of advanced machine learning algorithm predicting potential legal risk, evaluating historical data, and identifying patterns, allowing firms to allocate resources to the highest risk areas effectively. Another alternative, Thomson Reuters Regulatory Agents Intelligence provides risk assessment tools that consider a wide range of factors, including past case outcomes and emerging legal precedents, to provide a nuanced and accurate risk assessment. Furthermore, for compliance reporting automation, this example here from NIS Acmatize is more used for financial institutions, for KYC and compliance in general, but is also worth noting here when it comes to compliance, especially for this tool called related to enterprise risk case management, worth at least exploring, seeing how this can be relevant in practice for this. So helps at least compile data from various sources, generate comprehensive reports in multiple formats, and tailor information to specific regulatory bodies or client requirements. Let's move over to some of the benefits for legal professionals to use AI for compliance and risk management. Here, I won't go through all of these. You can read these on your own terms based on the document below, but some things that can be mentioned here are increased efficiency, enhanced accuracy, cost savings, real-time monitoring, risk mitigation, improved risk management, and scalability. So what are some practical tips for implementing AI tools like this? I've said it before in the previous videos, but I'll say it again. Start with a pilot program is a good idea usually to explore how to set this up in a good way. That's how we as an AI automation agency work as well. We're starting with a 1 to 2 day workshop, then moving over to a pilot program, which is a limited time frame for like a week or a few weeks to implement something simple first before we move on to the bigger things. And that allows us to work in a more controlled manner and reduce the risk from going too fast into new areas and new projects before we've gotten everything we need of planning and assessment for the problems we're actually working on solving, and making sure that the return on investment is actually positive in these cases, as they always should be in these cases. Also, invest in training, of course, provide staff with adequate training on how to use these tools effectively, ensuring smooth integration into existing workflows. Also, of course, when you have AI models or tools that uses AI models, regularly update them, making sure they're updated to new regulatory requirements, legal precedents, and other requirements that you're setting to the accuracy and the details of how these tools are supposed to work based on your business's needs. There were some challenges and considerations when using these tools. First of all, of course, is the data security and privacy. This often, of course, includes sensitive client data when dealing with compliance and risk management. So law firms must prioritize robust data protection measures often in these cases. So this includes end-to-end encryption for data in transit and at rest, utilizing secure cloud storage, multi-factor authentication, strict access controls, user permissions, regularly conducting security audits, penetration testing. This is a matter of cybersecurity to a large degree, but should also be considered when implementing, especially on a large scale solutions like this, and also ensuring compliance with data protection regulations like GDPR in Europe or CCPA in California, for instance. We also have a quote here by the American Bar Association saying that law firm data security is paramount because client entrusts sensitive information to lawyers. With cybercrime on the rise, law firms are prime targets, with 29% experiencing a form of security breach, according to the 2023 ABA Cybersecurity Tech Report. As lawyers adopt AI for efficiency, cyber criminals also leverage AI for more sophisticated attacks. To mitigate the risks of data breaches, legal professionals must stay updated on the latest technology trends. So, really important to consider this matter of cybersecurity, especially on big-scale projects. So how about the integration with existing systems? So this is also real important for maximizing efficiency, making sure that the new tools you're using ensures API compatibility, data interoperability. These may be big terms in a sense, but basically what it means in short is that it's supposed to be able to connect to other systems. Like this system connected to AI should be possible to send information to other parts of your business systems and softwares. Also, have some possibility to create some kind of intermediary softwares or middleware connectors or so on to other things. Providing adequate training, as mentioned, is also important on these integrated systems, and having a phased systematic approach to minimize the disruption from these tools. Also, of course, ethical consideration is important here when it comes to legal compliance and risk management. Ensure transparency in the decision-making process where AI has a role in these decision-making processes. Address potential biases if it's relevant in those cases where it's maybe involved in decision-making processes. Maintain human oversight, accountability, and adhere to professional ethical standards. We also have a quote here from the European Parliament reports the ethics of artificial intelligence issues and initiatives, and their concern about the potential challenges that AI technology has for civil and criminal law, such as whether existing legal frameworks apply to decisions taken by AI. Pressing legal issues include liability or tortious, criminal, and contractual misconduct involving AI. And so this is a challenge even on the international legal scene. So it should be something to consider for lawyers as well when it comes to the effects that it has for their cases, and not just for their internal administration as well. Just want to mention that too. So, and of course, regulatory compliance of AI tools. Law firms must ensure that the AI tools themselves comply with relevant regulations, such as verifying AI vendors' compliance with industry standards, regularly updating AI models to reflect changing regulations, documenting AI processes for potential regulatory audits, and so on. Here I also wanted to mention something from Bloomberg. Bloomberg Law has some tools for AI within AI for legal professionals, where you can see artificial intelligence in law and legal practice, and here it can be something interesting to explore, like request a demo here. They have a lot of stuff is high tickets, but it can be worth checking out if you're eager to explore this seriously. So let's go over to the conclusion. So AI and compliance and risk management can generally be a game changer for law firms, providing significant benefits in efficiency, accuracy, and risk mitigation. So as regulatory environments grow more complex, adopting AI will be essential to stay ahead. Firms must focus on proper training, data security, and integration to harness AI's full potential. So what are the next steps right now? If you want to learn more about how to integrate AI automation specifically in your business, you can get started with our AI automation discovery workshop, where we take you through specifically within your business, explore your the challenges and pain points you're facing in your business, where AI automation can fit for helping you solve some of that and provide value for your business. And so if you're interested in something like that, you can contact us in the link here from the resource documents and on our website aiautomatisering.net, and just book a call with us, and we can hear more about what your needs are before we go over to the AI automation discovery workshop. Also, be sure to stay tuned for the next episode in our AI automation in service industries series. So this has been, as mentioned, the last episode of the 3 parts dedicated to lawyers. So from the next episode on, we'll be focusing on consultants and the consulting sector. So the next episode will be using how to use AI for scaling consulting services. So a lot more interesting ahead for you guys. We're just going to start with this series, so be sure to stay tuned, subscribe, and like this video. It really helps us out. We're putting a lot of effort into this, so we really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Also be sure to leave a comment what you think about the series and these videos so far. It helps a lot for us to hear your feedback, what you think so far, and to adjust anything that may be done better from there. So again, I appreciate you guys joining us for this episode, joining us along with this series. Looking forward to see you all in the next episode. And yeah, I'm just gonna wish you all an amazing week forward, and see you in the next episode.